My dear dark ones, welcome to my channel. Today is a candle wax reading for you, and as usual I'm not asking any specific questions for the candle and for the wax. Let's just see what comes. Interesting. The candle stopped. Usually when I get this, it tells me that you're feeling closed to the universe and to the signs. You receive a lot of signs, but you choose not to follow them. It's like you're building this wall between you and your destiny, and it's not that you do it intentionally. It's just you came to this point of your life when you feel like this is too difficult. It's been too much. You gave up too much, and you don't get to see the results. You don't receive much in return, you know. And I understand how you feel, and I know it's been difficult, but if you shut down now, you might not get when you go in. You know, the difference between the winner and the loser is just because the winner tried one more time. Sometimes we fail, sometimes we just fail, you know. All we need to do is just to get up and keep walking, and that's it. You never know when the result will hit you. You never know when you actually receive everything you ever wanted and get your dreams come true. But if you give up now, if you're not gonna go forward, it's just no, you're never gonna get it, you know. So keep walking and don't give up. It's not the time for you to give up yet. I feel like for some of you who actually tried to grow a business or to be independent, if it hasn't been 10 years since you got away, became free and started this thing that you're doing, if it was less than 10 years, it's definitely not the time for you to give up. If it's been more than 10 years and yet you still don't see the result that you ever wanted, maybe it is time for you to stop and start something else. I feel like for a lot of you who are watching, you are born to be independent. You are not born to work for someone. That's why there is always this crazy fight between you and your boss or your coworkers. Like, you don't like your job, you never feed, like every job you get, it's always something bad. It is because you're not supposed to work for everyone. You're supposed to work for yourself. I see that you might be having troubles at home, especially with your relatives, and it is not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually trying your best, but people just don't recognize your effort. They don't recognize you. Just let them be. You know, if you can change anything, don't try. Just stop anything that you do and don't try to help anyone. You know that people who help the most, it's the people who are the most broken, people who are the most hurt, and people who actually need help themselves. So I do recommend you to stop helping anyone you know and just start helping yourself only. I feel that there is a very strong connection with your pet. If you have a dog, a cat, or some other interesting, unusual animal, a pet at your home, I get this message: if you lost your pet, you're probably not gonna see them again. So make your peace. I feel there is a good energy. Maybe someone found them and they are in a better place now, in a good place. Like, people gonna care for them and love them as the way you love them. And if you are thinking about getting a pet, I do recommend you to do so. You have this crazy connection with animals when you are surrounded by them, even just by one animal. When you're in nature or at home, you always feel better. for you it's the best therapy to actually like pet a cat or just go to some kind of place when you can watch animals. So definitely, if you ever wanted to have a pet, just get one. You will be an amazing pet parent, that's for sure. If you practice magic, witchcraft, any kind of magic, make a protection spell for your pets because they need it. You are always surrounded by unusual entities, any shadows, and you see nightmares. You might experiencing sleep paralysis, and you are very empathic. You take so much energy of people on you, and the pet who is with you, this animal, they also feel you, so they take as much negative energy as you do. But sometimes you do rituals to help and protect yourself and to clear the energy, but you never do this for your pet. It's time to do that. I see there is a person that you should forget and move on. It could be a romantic relationship, but it also could be a friendship. And I can't say that this is a bad person. It's just the person who kind of keeps you in the same loophole and the same energy. And you're ready to move on. You're ready to go forward. And it's not going to be possible with this specific person. It could be even your sibling. And it's not a bad person. It's just not your person. The moment we shut the door for one person, we open it for someone else, for another. I see that you're not working enough with your gifts and abilities, and you are very witchy, and especially now you feel like there is so much that can be done and so much that you want to do, but you always find an excuse. And I see that you're busy. You're actually busy, but this is for you. This magic is only for you. So you have to do it, not because your ancestors are insisting on that, and they are, or because you have your guides who want to connect with you. Even they do want to connect with you, but this is more for yourself, because that's when you find the most peace, and that's when you feel the void. When you do these magical things, they give you so much fulfillment, and then the more you do them, the more results you will see in your life. Your life will be changing for the better. So number 9 is the most important number for you at this moment. So when you see it, especially when it's repetitive, 2 or 3 9s at the same time, pay attention. The reverse of 9 is 6. So when you see 6s again, it's the sign for you. Sometimes you don't understand what sign is for you and what sign is for someone else. So these 2 numbers, when you see them, they're always for you. It's interesting how this candle wax actually took place. It's kind of took in all the flowers that I had in a bowl. So for me, usually this represents your connection with the outside world, and I see that you're very connected, and I would say overly connected. You actually pay too much attention to what's happening outside of you and near you, and you pay too much attention of what people think or say, how they react to you. Just stop, don't do this. Like, they might look at you, so what? They might say something, like, you don't care, you shouldn't care. And like I say, you're very empathic, especially now. I can't say that this is your weakness, this is your beauty. The way you react to people, the way you react to the world, this is your beauty, but you give so much away when you are so open, when you actually react to everything that happens, Because as you see in the back of the candle wax, there is not much happening. You don't keep your energy for yourself. You don't keep your strength for yourself. By giving it to other people, you are depleting it from yourself. You're hurting yourself. So I don't want you to react. I don't want you to even think about what others are thinking about you. I want you to be bold and courageous. A little bit crazy, a little bit insane, but this is something you need to do because you lack this craziness in your life. It's like you lack a person who will push you to do something strange, unusual, but also this person will make you feel better. This person will make you feel happiness, you know? And this person is definitely near you, but you just can meet. Also, I feel if you've been thinking about that you're single or lonely, it's not because you're not worthy of amazing relationships. It's just because subconsciously you are actually drawn to your ex. You're still thinking about this person. So if you want to invite a love in your life, make sure that you no longer think of your past and the past doesn't hold you back. I do recommend you to do some kind of love spell or spell that helps you to forget your past and move on. It could be even self-love ritual, because when we love ourselves, we attract people who also feel our energy and they feel that they want to connect with us, talk to us. So by start loving yourself a little bit more will help you to attract the right people into your life. Maybe also do a cleansing ritual and do some kind of some changes. You need changes, literally. So maybe change the way your furniture is in your home, or start adding new colors to your wardrobe, or new things that you never wore before. For a lot of you, it's getting cold, so you can wear something interesting, something unusual, like a new coat or crazy scarf. Do it, definitely. You need change. That's what I feel, and I feel that the change will come in 1 month or maybe 50 days, something like that. Like big changes, for sure you will see them. But I also sense that you're scared of the changes. That's why I always feel that you need to come back, or you cannot let go of certain people because you feel that you might get scared without them, you know. That's not true. You will be amazing if you let go of the past, because the future is way better than you think. Don't be scared. If we always scared of something that is good for us, so being scared of our future, it means that the future is really great. And the last thing that I probably want to tell you, that there is one entity that really trying to connect with you. It might come in a way of maybe a nightmare for some. For some people, you might see a shadow constantly moving in your room, or you might see strange dreams, or you start dreaming more. You might sense like presences, or you hear voice, especially if someone calls you by name, but then when you look back, there is no one. This is the entity that is trying to connect and trying to tell you something. It's a good haunting, I would say. You shouldn't be scared and you shouldn't punish this entity. You should connect and see why they're there. It's probably help. And for people who come from witchy bloodlines, it's probably a new guardian. That's how I sense it. So try to reach out to them and try to heal them and let them come into your life. I probably will stop here because I feel like that's all you need to know this moment. And I have such a peaceful feeling from this candle wax. I feel a lot of you guys found home, found a place when you can rest. Maybe you moved somewhere where it's nice and peaceful. If you have time, let me know in the comment section. What is your dream place? Like a place that you will call home. It's not necessarily could be like a city or a state. Maybe you want to live in a forest, or maybe you want to live near the sea, or it's a specific country that you've never been to, but you feel that this is your home, or maybe it's where you're from. I would be very curious to know where it is home for you in your mind. Where do you feel at peace, or where would you like to live? My dear dark ones, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the happiness in the world, and I see you in the next video.